Hey everyone, welcome back to Why My Data's YouTube channel. We've all heard that data is the new gold, but have you ever wondered how countries in the global south are protecting this asset? Well, today we're looking at the landscape of data protection laws in the global south. And trust me, it's a kaleidoscope of both efforts and gaps that I'm sure you'll want to know about. Let's start with Africa, a continent that's been making strides in implementing data protection laws, but also facing challenges. As of 2020, 31 out of 55 African nations had data protection laws, with South Africa's POPI Act being one of the more robust frameworks. In fact, South Africa recently fined its Department of Justice for violating data protection laws. Ironic, right? Well, maybe. But this shows that even in places with data protection laws, challenges remain. And here's the thing, implementation is not always smooth sailing. This interesting article reads that, and it says, after being issued with an enforcement notice in May 2023, the Department of Justice was given 31 days to comply with the requirements of the notice, but it failed to do this, and as a result, it was then issued with an infringement notice and an administrative fine of 5 million rand. That shows how difficult implementation can really be. Moving on to Latin America, Brazil's general data protection law is drawing eyes globally as an emerging beacon of data protection. This comprehensive law even requires companies to appoint a data protection officer. And guess what? The authorities aren't shy about enforcement. The first fine was issued to a small telemarketing firm, and while the incident was relatively minor compared to other data breaches, it shows that Brazil's regulator is paying attention to even smaller players who are typically overlooked due to the focus on large tech companies. Now, let's jet set to Asia, where the situation is a bit more fragmented. India, for example, recently passed a data protection bill, but it's surrounded by controversy over potential loopholes for government surveillance. The debate is fiery, and it underscores the need for laws that protect both security and privacy. This helpful article speaking about the data protection bill says it permits processing of personal data for prevention, detection, investigation, and prosecution of any offense or any other contravention of law. This access to all personal data by the state poses an enormous threat to the right to privacy, given the weak safeguards that exist in India against surveillance. In combination with the data localization requirement, the Indian government will have unprecedented access to information about Facebook users. There are several challenges regarding data protection, but let's consider two: technological evolution and political instability. The rapid evolution of technology presents a formidable challenge to enforcing personal data protection and privacy laws. While digital advancements offer unprecedented benefits, they also exacerbate vulnerabilities in information security. Moreover, the inadequacy of ICT infrastructure makes it difficult to enforce data protection laws, particularly in the face of cross-border data requests. While data frameworks like the GDPR strive to harmonize data protection, they often need to catch up to the pace of technological innovation, resulting in legal gaps. The second challenge for data protection, somewhat surprisingly, is political instability. In nations grappling with political instability, such as Zimbabwe, the prioritization of data protection often takes a backseat to more immediate concerns, like national security and political control. This is not merely an oversight, but can be a calculated move with dire consequences for individual privacy. For example, ZANU-PF is sending campaign messages to registered voters, including those who are not their members, and identifying their constituencies. This shows the ruling party mined the critical data gathered by the Zimbabwean Electoral Commission, activists claim. So to sum up, the landscape of data protection laws in the global south is as diverse as it is challenging. But we also learned that data privacy laws are not just about government protecting us from tech giants or any other private sector operator. Rather, we as citizens need to be wiser about our rights and how to protect them, even from governments. We must understand our rights and hold public and private institutions accountable.